Hello everybody and welcome back to Blaster Master. I am Rufel, playing this game for you. Woo! We've picked up the Crusher. What does that do for us? It gives us psychedelic bullets. With no actual increase in power, unfortunately. No, the Crusher is not a weapon, it's a tool. It is a tool which will make puzzles doable. Puzzles which involve breakable blocks. Aha! Ooh. So naturally, of course, that means in order to find our way to Area 3, we need to find some breakable blocks. Ow. Where will we find those? Well, we passed a few of them on our way here. So, we shall come down to where we initially entered this particular room. Out of the way, you. And you. Clear off. The lot of you. Ow. Jerk. Whoa. Take that mine. Oh. Ow. Right, there's where we came in. So, let's go this way. Break some blocks and head through this door. Easy peasy. Yeah. I hate those bullets. Or rather, bombs, I guess you could call them. Because they hurt a lot. And they'll do two points of damage to Sophia. They'll do 4 to Jason if he gets hit by one, so don't let that happen if you can help it. Oh! Ow. Let's use some weapons. Take that, punks. That's what I mean about the stupid homing missiles. But we also have lightning. It is a pain in the neck to hit things with the lightning. So, yeah. It's very powerful, which makes it incredibly useful, but you just can't hit anything reliably. See? Hey, breakable blocks. Let's go. Or not. Clearly that is a way out, rather than a way forward. Rawr. So our most useful sub-weapon is the homing missile, because it will fire a missile for every enemy on screen, up to 4 missiles, that is. However, it is the weakest of our sub-weapons. The homing missiles only hit as hard as our Crusher cannon does. Ah! The lightning and the warheads hit much harder. They both hit at least 4 times harder than the Crusher cannon. But of course, the lightning is very limited in its use, as it strictly only goes. Ow! It very strictly only fires down, and the warheads fire in 3 packs, so they chew through ammunition really quickly. But oh well. We should be using them, because we've got them. Take that, punk. Yeah. You can also use the warheads to hit those worms, if you're close enough, anyway. You can also fire the warheads up, but keeping in mind that you fire a sub-weapon by pressing down and firing. So it's kind of a matter of pointing up and then firing the weapon before the cannon returns to its regular orientation. It can be kind of tricky, but if you're any good at most fighting games, you won't have any problem with it. At least you shouldn't. Four shots for you. Out of here, punks. Soon enough, we'll be able to use all that hover we've picked up. But first, we have to make our way through this windy area, which, as I'm sure you've gathered, is a bit of a running theme. However, it's not always the case that the boss resides within the walking area that is deepest in an area. There are levels where the most complicated places to get to are not the ones where the boss is at. Ah. Out of the way, you. We long ago filled up our fuel tanks from the hover. When I went picking up guns in the castle in area 2. Ew. Weird. Run for it! Alright. Oh. Aha! Hey, you! There we go. Forward! Much deeper into this place can we get? A lot. In fact, it's almost seeming like... in fact, it's going to take us a while to get out, it would seem. Well, not so much. Go. Well, now we have to go forward. But that won't be a problem. If you don't believe me, just... If you haven't played the game, you'll just have to trust me. If you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Aha! Yeah, I know, I'm not one for subtlety, but... meh. Let's go! This is where the greatest use of this gun will come into play. Simply being able to shoot our enemies from behind the safety of a wall. It's always great to be able to deal with your enemies from a position where they cannot hurt you. Especially when your game's as difficult as this one is. That said, I used to be really good at this game when I was younger and playing on the console instead of an emulator. But it seems a lot of my skill has left me. Oh well. We'll push forward anyway. Thank you. Turrets! Some of the most accurate turrets in the game! Fortunately, they can only shoot at you when you are below them. But, like I said, they very rarely miss. Be very mindful of them. The one weakness of this gun, I suppose, is that its wave pattern has a great tendency of just missing. But you know, if your bullets are traveling in a pattern like that, accuracy is the least of your worries, I guess. Who cares about accuracy when you have volume? One of these bullets has your name on it. I'm gonna keep shooting till I find it. Onto a boss. We can't use the pause prick against this guy, but given the nature of how he works, we wouldn't really want to anyway. Woo! Yeah. Ow! Uh-oh. Our gun has downgraded. Now it will no longer travel through walls. Yeah. Which, in my opinion, makes this one of the least useful guns in the game. But hooray, it has been downgraded again to our curving bullets. Woohoo! We'll want to fix that before too long. Let's grab this module and be on our way. What did we get? We have hover now. Now those H's actually mean something to us. Running out of hover is not a problem per se. It just doesn't let you use the stuff. It just doesn't let you use the system naturally. Die, you. Ah. Ah. Ow. Hate those guys. How's it work? Jump while you're in the air. As long as you hold down the button, the hover jets fire. But momentum plays a big part in how those jets work. So you want to use them at the apex of your jump or while you're still going up. Otherwise, they have to fight gravity to make you stop going down and start going up again. Which will use up a lot of fuel. Red worms! Run for it! Ow! No, they jump higher! Run away! Yeah, that's what those things do. They drop worms on us. Now comes the lengthy trek to get to Area 4. For which the entrance is not found in Area 3. It's clear back in Area 1. Back where we started the game. Fortunately, there are shortcuts we can take advantage of now. Such as this one. Hooray! We are most of the way out of Area 3 now. There's also another one. There's a similar one in Area 2. Good thing, too. As much as I like the music and theme of Area 2, that place is big. In fact, all of these places are big. Ooh. Oh! Why do I keep falling for that? Oh no, that's bad things. Stay in the tank, Jason. Sophia will protect you. Although that being said, while Jason is outside of Sophia, Sophia does not take any damage. So that can be a way of avoiding damage, if you will. Take good advantage of Jason's closer to the ground gun. But this is our shortcut out of Area 2. Yeah, why trek? Yes, we do not have to trek through the castle again to get back to Area 1. It is very handy. Ow. Gimme. Well, I suppose this is where I would... I suppose this would be the better place for charging of power. These mines have a pretty good likelihood of dropping it. In fact, when it comes to these mines, the mines themselves don't do a lot of damage. Those bullets that come out when they pop are what do all the damage. they can do a lot. Run away! Open up. Yeah, we can just use the crusher to get through that doorway. With no trouble at all. Doesn't even hurt the doorway, it just respawns. Gimme. Alright. All the way back to the top. All the way back to the start. Run away! Haha! These guys here are for you to replenish your hover in case you're running low. You'll want to have at least 5. I think you can get by with 4, but you'll want more. It's always good to have a buffer. Alright, back to where we started. We're going up. Take a very wide approach on these things so that you don't get landed on. Because if you take a hit, you're going down, and you need those hover pickups in order to make it. So if you unfortunately do take a hit and then the plunge, you'll have to do something to reset the area in order to respawn those things. Be that going into some kind of doorway. Speaking of doorways, here's one to Area 4, where we shall go next time. We'll see you then. Later.